But right now, let's talk about the new era in Ottawa as Prime Minister-designate Mark Carney kicks off the transitional phase to replace outgoing leader Justin Trudeau. Carney claimed the Liberal leadership following a landslide victory in the party's race. But as Jason Guidola explains, opposition parties argue very little is changing in the nation's capital.
Canadians know that new threats demand new ideas and a new plan. They know that new challenges demand new leadership.
Following his resounding win, claiming 86% of the Liberal leadership vote, incoming Prime Minister Mark Carney began looking ahead towards a new administration. During his acceptance speech in Ottawa last night, with the outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Jean Chrétien, and others in attendance, the former banker spoke about transitioning into a new era regarding the Canadian economy. But before policy change is made, Trudeau has to officially resign for Carney to be sworn into office.
As I said, I just spoke with the Prime Minister at length on issues around the transition. It'll be quick. We'll be coming back to you soon. The good news is that you will be seeing probably more of me than you want.
Today on Parliament Hill, Carney also met with the Liberal caucus. The Prime Minister-designate has already chosen his incoming Chief of Staff, former Cabinet Minister Marco Mendicino. Carney will then have to appoint a new cabinet and then sort out his plans for a widely expected federal election. While the timeline for all of this remains unclear, right at the height of a trade war with U.S. President Donald Trump, opposition parties are back in campaign mode.
You can be sure about one thing. Donald Trump's going to have a briefing on his desk of all of Mark Carney's American investments.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre slammed Carney's win as a coronation and called out his financial dealings and economic expertise.
I was the first parliamentarian to predict that we would have the inflation crisis, while Carney, Freeland, Trudeau, and others were saying that we would not. I was the first one to be, along with my Conservative colleagues, fighting for pipelines.
And he's already told us what he wants to do. This is not even opposition research, or this is not an attack. This is his own words. He's just in his acceptance speech said one of the first things he wants to do is put in place a tax cut.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh also called out Carney's idea of axing the Liberals' capital gains tax. Carney also said he would do away with the contentious carbon tax as well.
We need something in place now before we go to an election. I'm ready to go tomorrow. If that's what Mark Carney decides, we're going to go. We're going to fight. But I think it's the time now to put in place some of these protections before we go to an election.
Carney is expected to be sworn into office in the next few days. Jason Guidola, CHCH News.